Today we're going to be talking about plantar fasciitis, or a painful heel. Now, I've had this condition myself, so I know how uncomfortable it can be. So what is plantar fasciitis? Plantar fasciitis is pain locally in the heel of the foot, usually from inflamed tissues originating from the heel here. It can radiate into the arch of the foot here. Plantar fasciitis is very common in people who spend a lot of time on their feet, who are overweight, and who also are flat-footed, as I am. You can see that when I'm standing, I have no arch in the foot there. A normal position would be like this, which takes the tension off the plantar fascia, but as soon as I weight there heavily, you can see how those structures are going to be stretched. So what can we do about it? There are lots of different tips and techniques, and it is a very difficult and chronic condition to address, as if you've had it yourself, you'll know well. Plantar fasciitis is characterised by pain, particularly first thing in the morning, meaning that you can't put your heel to the floor. So if you have got shoes with a heel on, put them on first thing in the morning. Don't try and force the foot down to the floor. It's a bit like cold blue tack. It will feel like it wants to tear. It needs to wait until it's loosened up a little bit. As far as physiotherapy techniques that we can use, there are a few different exercises that you can do to help it. Now, the first one is to stretch the calf. Tight calves are significantly associated also with plantar fasciitis, but it is important you stretch your calf in the correct way. So I'm going to demonstrate this now. So I'm going to be stretching my right foot. So I'm going to lean forwards, and I'm going to put my left foot way in front and onto the other side. So this means I'm going to be stretching the lateral border of my foot, and if you can see, it means that I've created an arch into my foot. If I did it facing forwards, the arch would disappear. I'd be just reinforcing that stretch on the plantar fascia, and I would irritate it. So I'm going to bring the foot way past it, and I'm going to lean forwards. I'm keeping my back knee straight, I'm keeping my heel on the floor, and I'm going to hold that for up to 20 seconds. And that's going to give a really nice stretch into my calf without irritating the plantar fascia. So just to recap, bad foot flat on the floor, knee straight, heel on the floor, way over to the side, and hold that position. The next exercise is a static contraction of the muscles in the toes, and for this you need a small rolled up towel initially to practice with. So I'm going to put the towel on the floor, and I'm going to put my toes onto the towel. So that's going to take my toes out of the equation, and with support I'm going to lift my heel up off the floor. Note that I can still move my toes, and I'm just going to hold that position. I am supporting myself, I'm not doing this without holding on. Holding that again for 20 to 30 seconds. It's the length of time you're holding it for that's important. And then we're going to relax down. So it's a small rolled up towel, the toes are on the towel, you lift your heel off the floor slightly, and you hold that position for up to 30 seconds. Again, about 10 times a day. Now, the last thing that I found really helpful for the plantar fasciitis was have some massage on it regularly, and I mean every day if possible. And if I demonstrate using my hand, my toes are up here. This is my heel here where the pain is, and this is the arch of my foot here. And what you want to be doing is getting somebody else, if possible, to do some deep massage strokes into the soft tissues of that arch of the foot. I'm not going right over the sore part of the heel here. I'm just getting into the arch of the foot, and I'm stretching those horrible tight tissues. And if you can do that regularly every day, I personally found that really, really helpful. There are massage tools that you can buy, whether that's a roller or tennis balls and stuff, that you can massage the sole of the foot, and they can also be useful, but nothing is going to be as good as getting somebody's hands in there that they can feel the tightness and they can be guided by you on how painful it is. But as I say, I'm aware that it's a very difficult condition to treat. It can take quite a long time to sort out. But if it does persist longer than a couple of weeks, do go and see a physio, and they'll be able to do lots of other things to help you. Thank you.